And getting you the latest from Bengaluru, where civic apathy has claimed 3 lives. But it is extremely unfortunate to have netas are busy in the anniversary bash. Yes, this is the latest that is just coming in. Top Congress brass that is in Karnataka. But instead of paying attention to what is happening in Bengaluru, they are all busy with the anniversary bash. In fact, Siddaramaiah has cancelled his Bengaluru tour and he's facing a lot of flack for that. Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, who are all in Karnataka, but for the anniversary celebration, this at a time when 3 lives have already been lost in the last 24 hours. Joining us on the broadcast is Nagarjun Dwarkanath from Bengaluru to share more details on what the situation is like on the ground and the anger that is growing amongst people with the misplaced priorities of the Congress government in Karnataka.
Well, that's true. The Congress government has misplaced its priorities, is what the people of Bengaluru are saying. When the Bengaluru city was submerged in water for the last 48 hours, Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister and all the Bengaluru MLAs and ministers have gone to hospital to receive Rahul Gandhi and Kharge and to be a part of 2-year anniversary. The opposition also questioned, saying, why can't the government postpone it and be in Bengaluru to listen to the people? The Deputy Chief Minister yesterday was in hospital, flew down to Bengaluru with the CM, then went to the war room and then took stock of the situation. The government announced compensation also. But however, this late night also, last late night till early this morning, there was rainfall. The ministers could have visited, is what the people are saying. Fortunately for the city of Bengaluru, the sun is out. It's not raining anymore. And the alert continues. But however, the rains have receded and the waterlogging in few places where it was low-lying areas have been removed, is what we are told from the BBMP.
But fact remains that just lip service will not pay for the lives that are lost. And the lack of apathy is extremely concerning because this has been the situation year on year in Bengaluru. And multiple times we've seen how the BBMP has failed.
That is true. It was infrastructure collapsing, not just this time, but every monsoon, every small rain we have seen and spoken about how Bangalore infrastructure collapses. Highways have been blocked, water clogging has been happening there. The main reason is that the contractors that take up the work don't do their job fine, and the corruption is deep-rooted. And across parties, be it BJP, JDS, Congress, whoever is in the government, are a part of this nexus, is what people are complaining, that why don't they prepare much before, and why don't they understand that low-lying areas, people have to be evacuated, or there should be a permanent solution. But it's been 2 years since the Congress government. They had come to power promising that they would have serious solutions to such problems, but the situation remains the same. Perhaps people are angry that they believe the Congress promises, and now today they're all busy in hospital celebrating the anniversary of the Congress government. The BJP is also saying that celebrate it. No one's questioning the celebration, but the timing. Why don't the Congress government postpone the celebrations when people are suffering and there's civic apathy in Bengaluru?
Oh yes, absolutely. This, as we've divided our screens, and we'd like to show our viewers the 2 sides of Bengaluru at this point. At one end, where people are struggling, 3 lives have been lost in the last 24 hours. The top brass of the Congress party in Karnataka is busy celebrating. Those are the visuals of the anniversary bash that is underway. You see Rahul Gandhi, you see Mallikarjun Kharge to Siddaramaiah, who are all present, celebrating at a time when people are losing their lives. The kind of statements that have come in from the top leaders of the Karnataka government saying that the problem will be resolved, the BBMP is at it, but that has certainly not helped. Who will pay for the lives that are lost? A 64-year-old man who was electrocuted, a 12-year-old boy who was electrocuted. You see the situation in Bengaluru, and while it is certainly getting better, and the sun is out, as Nagarjuna told us, but what about the insensitivity that the Congress government in Karnataka has displayed, that the top leadership of Congress has displayed? We're staying with those pictures because that shows you the 2 sides of Karnataka and who will answer for the lives that are lost. The pictures that came in of the anniversary bash. The top leadership of Congress in Karnataka that is celebrating, that includes Rahul Gandhi, that includes Mallikarjun Kharge, Siddaramaiah, who are all present at the anniversary bash. This as Bengaluru is under the water. There you see waterlogged roads and the common man that has taken a hit, day-to-day lives that are suffering. And even as the weather is now getting better, but mere lip service that has come in from the Congress government that has angered the people of Karnataka. There is clearly no shame after the killer apathy. Congress is back in celebration mood. This as Bengaluru is struggling to fight against the flood. Deaths have been reported. Bengaluru is underwater. 3 deaths that have been lost. I beg your pardon, 3 lives that have been lost in the last 24 hours due to civic apathy. Siddaramaiah, who is also present at this anniversary bash, DK Shivkumar, in conversation with Rahul Gandhi. Those pictures on your screens. The Siddha Sarkara that is busy in this anniversary bash. We've heard the kind of statements that have come in from the Congress so far, where they've continued to say that the BBMP is doing its job, they are at it, they will solve the problem. But lives have gotten lost in these floods. A 64-year-old man, a 12-year-old boy who was electrocuted, yet no response, the kind of insensitivity and the misplaced priorities of the Congress government that have come to the fore yet again. Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, all joining the Karnataka celebrations, busy in that anniversary bash, but people who are struggling, and this is the reality of Bengaluru at this point.
Party workers are going to be all legislators, MLAs, MPs, and our Honorable AIC President Mallikarjun Kharge ji, our leader and leader opposition Rahul Gandhi ji, Siddaramaiah ji, DK Shivkumar, all the leaders are going to participate here.
Ministers, MLAs, सीनियर लीडर्स, भाइयों और बहनों, पार्टी के हमारे प्यारे कार्यकर्ता, आप सबका यहाँ बहुत बहुत स्वागत, नमस्कार.
ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರೆ, ರಣದೀಪ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸುರ್ಜಿವಾಲಾ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರೆ, ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯಾತಿ ಗಣ್ಯರೇ, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮೂಲೆ ಮೂಲೆಗಳಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಜನತೆಗೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಮನಸ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದಂತ स्वागत कोरता इದ್ದೇನೆ.
कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार को 2 साल पूरे हुए हैं.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರ 2 ವರ್ಷದ ಅವಧಿನ ಈಗ ಪೂರ ಮಾಡಿದೆ.
और हमने चुनाव के समय आपसे वायदे किए थे.
ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಚುನಾವಣೆಯ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ
All right, no concrete statement coming in on the situation in Bengaluru. While the top brass is busy celebrating the anniversary bash, you see how light conversations are underway between the top leadership that should be answerable for the lives that are lost in Bengaluru. A young boy, 12 years old, who got electrocuted. In fact, India Today, getting you the situation on the ground. Watch these reports.
To an apartment where 2 people have lost their lives because of a short circuit. Manmohan Kamath, who is a resident of this flat, he wanted to pump the water out of this basement cellar that's used for parking cars and vehicles. He basically only wanted to pump out the water that had gushed inside this basement, and when he brought an external motor pump, tried connecting it to a switchboard, we believe there was a short circuit, immediately electrocuting him and killing him on spot. Along with him, there was also a 12-year-old boy who worked for this apartment. He also lost his life on spot. Tragically, 2 people, one who was residing in this apartment, the other who worked for this apartment, have died on spot because of electrocution. All that they wanted to do was just remove the inundated water from their basement cellar, which ended up in killing them on spot. A red alert, a red-orange alert for the upcoming days in Bengaluru. We need to wait and watch. Will the BBMP and the administration in Bengaluru finally wake up and ensure that these kind of incidents don't happen ever again? Or will the negligence of officers keep continuing the way they are? With camera person Madhuar and Agakeshav reporting for India Today from Bangalore.
Absolutely shameful to what we witness in Bengaluru right now. Killer apathy that has claimed 3 lives in the last 24 hours. But the Congress that is busy celebrating at that anniversary bash. You saw those pictures. You see how the top leadership of Congress party, Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, and even Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar all present at that bash. This amid Bengaluru fighting against the floods, 3 lives lost. Bengaluru is underwater. Sidda Sarkara that is busy celebrating at that anniversary bash. No statement so far except for mere lip service on how the BBMP is at the job. Let me get a word from Sagaira joining us on the broadcast with further details of what the situation is like on the ground. Sagairaj, people are worried, they are concerned. The water that has entered into their homes, short circuit, that has claimed 3 lives already lost. And while people are suffering, here we see the top leadership of Congress celebrating.
Absolutely. Year on year, these kind of incident happens in the state of Karnataka, especially in the Silicon Valley, Bengaluru. And if you notice that Sai layout, which is notorious for these kind of flooding kind of situation, but still the authorities and the politicians have not learned any lessons from their past mistakes. Every time when they visit, when there is a flooding happens in Sai layout, they had given assurance saying that they will try to address the issue, they try to solve the issue, saying that in the next rain you will not face a similar kind of situation. However, when next rain comes, the situation remains the same, and it is just a lip service that is being given by the politicians as well as civic authorities. Nothing on the ground which has been seen. As people are suffering in Sai layout and the other parts of Bengaluru, the Congress leaders are busy celebrating 2 years of Congress coming to power in the state of Karnataka. And if you notice that Mallikarjun Kharge as well as Rahul Gandhi are present at the event, where the people are demanding answers from the politicians and their public representative when it comes to these kind of floodings across the city.
Oh yes, absolutely. A sorry state of affairs. I request you to stay on because Bengaluru is witnessing its heaviest spell of rain this year. It has claimed 3 innocent lives already, and remember that has been reported in the last 24 hours itself. 2 of those deaths that occurred in BTM layout on Monday evening, a 12-year-old boy, his name was Dinesh, and a 63-year-old man, Manmohan Kamath, who were electrocuted while desperately trying to clear rainwater that had flooded their apartment complex. Earlier in Whitefield, a 35-year-old woman working as a housekeeper was crushed to death when a compound wall collapsed after heavy rains. The city was pounded by more than 6 hours of intense rainfall between Sunday night and Monday morning, resulting in massive waterlogging across major roads, basements and low-lying areas. And while Bengaluru suffers, while families mourn their dead and roads resemble rivers, Karnataka Minister Zamir Ahmed, who proudly posts videos of grand preparations for the Congress party's 2-year anniversary in power. While the city drowns, the government is celebrating. In fact, Congress President Kharge and Rahul Gandhi, who also joined the celebrations.
We're reporting from the Central Silk Board metro station, and I just want to show you the visuals of how this entire stretch of road right outside the metro station is completely inundated with water. You can see how the passengers who were there, the two-wheelers are trudging through that water. It's entirely mixed with dirty sewage water. Remember, it's just outside the metro station. In fact, we believe this is a result of last night's heavy, continuously pouring rain. In fact, the rain has stopped for the past few hours now, and you can see that there's also a truck parked by. So the efforts to discharge this stagnant rainwater is underway. This entire stretch of road, in fact, is one of the busiest roads in entire Bangalore. Very crucial road that houses the Silk Board building. In fact, BBMP's new commissioner, Maheshwar Rao, also took stock of the situation. They are saying that in just a matter of few hours, this entire stretch will be discharged. With camera person Madhuar and Agakeshav reporting for India Today from Bangalore.
We are at Sai layout. Let us do the reality check. How is the aftermath inside the house? Yesterday, the water was up to this level. Now the water has subsidized, and they claim that there is full of slush inside the house, and you can see that they are clearing the slush. This is the aftermath in this particular house. The sofa, the bed and the refrigerator everything got spoiled. They have switched off the electricity because they don't want to risk it, because there might be some kind of short circuit. And you can see the slush. They are just removing the slush from the house and trying to clear that. And this particular refrigerator was floating in the water yesterday when the water was flooded inside the house. And you can see that the entire kitchen, the bedroom, the refrigerator and the kitchen, and even the worship place, that is a puja room in the house, is completely flooded. And now they are trying to clear the slush, the aftermath of the slush in this house. Now after the water got subsidized in Sai layout. Remember, this is not the first time they have experienced. Every year, year on year, whenever there are unprecedented rain, this Sai layout gets flooded and the water enters their house. And every year they had to spend more than 5 to 6 lakhs alone to clear the damages and to replace with the new items, because they cannot sleep on the same bed, they cannot sit on the same sofa, because it is completely flooded and full of slush. With Shivamurthy Sagaraj reporting for India Today, Bengaluru.
D.K. Shivakumar and other senior Congress leaders, they every time they speak about Greater Bangalore. Adding Greater to Bangalore name will not resolve the crisis. See, last 2 years, they have done nothing for Bangalore city. They have not given any importance for the infrastructure. See, Bangaloreans are the highest taxpayers. But what are they getting in return? You travel across Bangalore, you will see only potholes, water clogging everywhere. So this government is not at all serious about Karnataka development. Siddaramaiah government is not at all serious about Bangalore development. D.K. Shivakumar, every time he talks about tallest tower in Bangalore, he talks about underground tunnel road. But this is not going to resolve the problem in Bangalore city. D.K. Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, instead of celebrating the 2 years completion in Hospet, they should come back and address the people's problem in Bangalore city.